Good morning, class. At least it's morning when I'm recording this. Could be afternoon or evening for you, I guess, but I'm Brother Funk. I'll be your instructor for this great class, I think. Foundations International 211, where you'll be studying one of the global hotspots we have, Pakistan. And you may be wondering why Pakistan was picked. Well, later on here next week, I'll be providing you a video link where you can kind of get to know, get more familiar why Pakistan was picked by the university for this course. I think that you'll have a great experience. I'll start saying this, probably say it several times, and that is you've got to plan, you've got to keep up. This is not a traditional home study course where you go at your own speed. This is the same as if you're in a classroom situation where you've got a schedule and you have assignments due every week, and it is also not a course where you can wait a week to start doing things. It is a week when you become familiar with the expectations, and so that's what I expect you to do. So I'm going to show you how this course works, how the screens work. I'm assuming that you've been able to get to this particular screen already by signing into your courses through the university, and I think that you'll be rewarded if you just persevere here for a few minutes with me as I talk you through the main points of how the screen's organized and how you can get to where you want to get to. Most everybody wants to do well, and that's what I'll assume. So it's an opportunity for you to learn a lot, but you got to start right away, right now, today, making up your mind that this is a course that requires much but gives back even more. So let's talk about this screen, its layout. If you're new to Canvas, I'm sorry about you're brand new to it, but I think if you'll pay attention, it'll be a little smoother for you. Over here on the left side, you'll see the account address refers to you. Dashboard is kind of an overview of different courses. If you're in different courses, and you'll have links into them. This calendar, we'll go over here in a little bit. Calendar depicts, the due dates and stuff that helps you plan ahead. The inbox is a pretty nice tool in Canvas. Was not available to us in Brightspace, but it's a great communications tool. Whenever you make an entry in that and send something in that inbox to somebody, me or anybody else, then it also goes out into the regular email, as you've seen in my welcome email. Over on this column here, you see different major links into the course, and in the greatest sense, it's just a faster way to get to those. You can also get the equivalents of that by these boxes down here. Over the top here is an important area for you, this announcement box. Please pay attention to that every time you sign into the course, because that's a key area where I give you new instruction or remind you about due dates. Each week you'll receive an email that recaps what's coming up in the next week. It may not reflect all of the announcements. It won't. It may not even reflect 2 announcements back. This particular screen will give you the most recent one. So when you get into the course here in a minute, I'll show you can get into more than one announcement. In short, you just have to click over here on announcements, and you make sure that you don't lose any or skip any. I want to emphasize that to you. During this period of time here this morning, I'm going to try and impress on you the fact that what you need to do and your expectations can be discovered by you. Later on in the course, if there's a direction that you've forgotten about, that I'll just simply direct you back to where the explanation is. So it behooves you here in the next couple of days to familiarize yourself as to where all the directions are. On the right side are basically the to-do list, the upcoming assignments, and they are not always personalized. For example, choose your position. That is something that's a discussion board for everybody in the course. It's just simply a reminder that it's coming up, and then the due date. You see May 1st. That corresponds to the calendar over here, but this is kind of gives you an overall view right to start with. So after you've arrived here, I want to emphasize to you now that you do these boxes in order across here, this top row. These down here are the modules, but this week you should focus on, in the next couple of days actually, getting familiar with everything that's in these boxes. Where there's a link somewhere, you need to pop the link and go learn whatever's at the end of that link. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is I'm going to pop on some of these fast links over here. You've already seen announcements. Syllabus is a general description of the course. Modules is this modules link is another way to get into these green boxes here, 1 through 14. So I'm going to go to start here, and I'm going to emphasize to you a couple of things. As a part of your class, you will be forming a virtual Pakistan research group. And here's some explanations about that group. Of course, it's not a real group, but it is a way to organize some of your assignments within the class. You will see here, right to start with, there are 3 areas that are very important to you. One is a case study, which is but it's a research paper where I expect to see footnotes and group work. It's the only group work project in the course. The topic presentation down here is an individual audiovisual presentation. And then there's a futures project which is due at the end of the course. Each of these 3 things, case study, topic presentation, and futures project, is worth 20% of your grade. So pretty important. That's 60%. I want to make sure you understand that right up front. And when you're planning, then to plan those dates carefully and spread them out. You don't want to have case study and topic presentation due the same week, so spread them out. Futures project is a culminating kind of a project, and there's some instructions back here. And each of the week's course instructions, they're all organized the same. Gives you introduction, an orientation to online learning for this first week. Here's a syllabus. You'll be expected to go read the syllabus and then take a little quiz on it. So this is how it goes. You read the course syllabus, just pop that link, go read it, come back, and take the quiz. The back button, forward and back buttons work well in this software. They didn't work so well in Brightspace sometimes. But it takes you, when you hit the back button, it takes you back to the screen that you're on. Here's course introduction, case study, topic presentation. You'll see these words sign up. In this first week, you're expected to sign up for a case study group. There's 10 groups, with each has its own topic. So you're free to go in there and decide what topic you want and then sign up. And as you go through the linkage process, it shows you how to then sign up for that case study. Same thing for topic presentation. There's a link in there that links out to a Google Doc where you can sign up for the topic of your choice. There are dates associated with each of those topics, so that enables you to plan accordingly. This is kind of an interesting discussion board here, creating a new nation that you can respond to in terms of what you would think about how to create a new nation, which, in 1947, Pakistan was a new nation. Back here, Icebreaker Global Tribe, that's an excellent way for you to get to know each other in terms of where you're from, experiences you've had, these kinds of things. If you've had international travel, that'd be a good thing to discuss. So these accountability quizzes here down here are just saying, okay, once you've signed up, then you come tell me and the software that, yeah, I signed up. That's basically what those two things are. Of course, there's a lot behind them. You've got to go in and schedule and think and choose your topic and that kind of thing. But week 2, we go into the partition of India, dividing it up, and creating Pakistan East and Pakistan West. Choose your position becomes important to you every week because there's questions posed and then you're expected to respond to those questions, taking a position on them based on the course material for the week. Make a thread post and then respond to at least 2 other posts by your classmates. You've been placed in groups of 10. So somewhere next month or so, then I'll change your groups up so you have different people to interact with. But now you'll see that week 3 ancient history is not available to you yet. A week from now it will be. So you get access to weeks about 9 days ahead of time. So you're able to work ahead, and I counsel you to do that. If you are going to go on vacation or got some kind of a family event that you need to attend to in the future, work ahead so you don't miss your assignments, because late work is docked 10% per day that it's late, and I don't have any opportunities for you for extra credit work. We just don't do that in this class. You're accountable for the dates. I'm accountable to make sure you know what you need to do, and together then we'll have a great experience. So that's the basic nuts and bolts of how these courses work. This course works and the linkage in amongst it. So I encourage you to assert yourself, especially in this first week and the next couple of days even, to pay attention to what is in this first row of boxes. They're very important to you. This course is under continual review and updating every semester. So what's there is important for you for this semester. So thank you very much. I look forward to being your instructor. I know that this is an important exercise. You all know about the speed up of different things happening in the church nowadays. One of them also is on the international scene as things speed up. It's a great dispensation to live in. I know this church is truly grateful for the opportunity we have to study together, and wish you the best in this course. Thank you very much.